just going to be going over some tracks. So, this is the track that I'm recently going to be mixing, so you'll see some of the stuff that I do. You might be able to get up a little close to see things, how it's done. This is called Blood Eyes, and I'm not really knowing how it's gonna be done yet, but these are some ideas I do, okay? So right now I have this going on. I'm figuring out how I'm gonna do the mix itself. So I'm not always going to be doing stuff like this, but sometimes, you know, you got to have the mix of how things are done, because I am a producer. I'm not just speaking, but, you know, I do produce. This is one of the keyboards that I use. I have multiple keyboards. I have keyboards that have, you know, that are big for my main studio, and this one for this MIDI studio, and then I have a mobile studio that I just use my laptop for. So basically I'm just, you know, I can produce music anywhere in the world if I need to, so that's what this is really about, you know. But for the most part, I can stop this and then go on about, you know, how it's done. But for the most part, when I am producing stuff, I'll listen to a track and I find stuff and I just put it in it. Now for this particular track, it's ready to be mixed or edited, because it's already pretty much mixed. I have my mixing board set up here. I don't know if you can see all that. And like if I turn it on, it just goes to a loop. The loop is set up for, you know, you hear sounds. Now some of the sounds aren't in here because I have them muted here, but if I bring them in, you'll hear the sound. So here's the bass right here. That's the whole sound, the whole sound itself. You know, I can do like breaks and stuff in it too. So I can stop like this. The way I'm gonna cut it up is different, because this is just the mixed version, so you see how I separate everything. I do pans and all that stuff. That's very important. Panning is very important for your sound. A lot of people listen to their music in these things, headset. And I use different headsets. Like this one is used for mixing, you know, so you get a certain sound out of your mixing. And this one by Marshall, I like this because it has a lot of bass in it for like making beats. And of course I use my beats by Dre, you know, you guys know about that. Yeah. Right over here, what you're listening to music is out of, I use a regular, what do you call it, something that you know, basically it's sound. It's like a sound port. I use that. For my mobile my MIDI studio, I don't have my subwoofers and all that stuff, but my big studio I do. You've seen that studio, so you know it's different. It's set up differently. So with this, I'm gonna go ahead and go to go here. and I'm going to bring it back to so I can. Now this is the area where I start cutting stuff up, and this is where I do my editing. In editing, you want you basically change it to a song format, and it's basically going to come out the way you want it. So you create it from there. So yeah, my time is about to run out. This is going to be interesting how I do this, but I'm going to do it real quick because, and what I do, a lot of people do it differently. I'll do a duplicate, 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 duplicate. Then I cut into the duplicate and I change it up. It's kind of like a different way of doing it, but some people format and then they do cut, paste, paste with the format. With me, I just copy all this and then I duplicate it again. I duplicate it again, and then I format it from that. Now this is an 8-bar loop, which you want to do if it's in song format. You only have a certain amount of bars you can use. Where with this, I have an intro, I have a verse, and then I have a hook. So then I go here and I change that to the way I want it, and you know, you can rename it. And so I'll go over here and I'll say intro. So So that's basically set up. So that's all the time I have for now. I will be in touch for more stuff to come. And thank you so much. Again, this is Black Wolf. You're on Black Wolf Speaks in the studio version. We're going to be doing more in studio versions. And pay attention to my website, movingforwardentertainment.com. You probably hear this track up there because we're starting to put all our tracks up there for people to start buying, leasing, or whatever. That's another division that we're doing. So, and this track will be available too, or it may be a song. You never know. So, thank you again. Black Wolf Speaks, and we'll be in touch.